Hey, what are you guys doing?
What's going on, buddy? How are you?
Good. What is the name?
Sal.
Sal, okay.
For security, the vehicle is equipped with audio and video recording devices.
Yes.
Cool.
I'm gonna get one of those for the outside.
Each one, the...
Like
This one?
Yeah, in case you get in an accident, so you can prove.
Yeah, that's pretty good, dude. Like, it records the outside, the inside, and the audio. So...
Where do you get it from?
Amazon.
Yeah.
Do you want to take a picture? Just take a picture and you Google, you Amazon that name there. And it's like $80.
Provid.
Yeah. You should
Provid.
just Google, just do the Amazon and it should be...
There's a million options.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of options, but that's I went through all the options and that's the one I chose, you know, by reviews and by the camera and by pricing. And then I also then these little things they holds over here that came separate. I bought a separate.
What is it?
It's just a little holder. It's a universal. It's like a universal holder that I hook up over here, because if not, it's gonna hook up like in your mirror.
Yeah, and be like a lot in your way.
Yeah, and like you can do it, you know. It just my broke actually wasn't very strong, and then it just broke off. Then I got this one separate. That was like $5, $10,
Yeah, exactly. How much is the camera?
like 80.
Yeah, it's not bad.
What are you guys up to today?
We are on our Reveal is the brand. We're on our way to go pick up cars from the auction.
Oh, really? That's cool. So you guys got an auction license?
Yeah.
That's cool.
We pick them up. My dad buys.
Your dad buy it. That's nice. It's a good business.
It's a headache.
It's a headache. Why?
Cars are always headaches all the time.
Really?
Every single time.
I thought it was easy money.
Oh no.
No?
Because you buy a car from the auction, you expect it to be good. You bring it here, then you gotta check it, change the oil, change the brakes. Then you need a starter, say. Then you sell the car, and a month later it comes back and needs an engine. So just anything can go wrong at any time, and lots of things go wrong.
So you have to do. If you sell a car and the engine it goes bad like in about a month. Do you have to replace the engine and fix it, or?
Well, when I do it when I sell retail, yes, most of the time. But I sell my cars with warranty.
Okay.
Well, they're annoying. They don't buy cars without warranty, which is understandable, but still gets on my nerves.
Yeah.
But if you sell an auction, after that, it's on them. Their problem. So that's how we used to do. We used to do that for 15 years. Just buy from one auction and sell in the auction again.
Really?
Just fast money. You don't make that much per car, but we used to sell like 30, 40 cars each week, you know?
Wow. It adds up. Was like, what kind of you got from the dealer auction?
Yeah.
And then the auction you sold, was that also a dealer auction?
Yes.
Or was just like any?
No, we don't go to those auctions as much. We go to more just straight dealer auction.
So you buy in the dealer auction and you sell in the dealer auction. Why you guys don't do that anymore?
Because we opened retail. Now instead of buying in the auction and selling in the auction, I buy in the auction, I go sell it retail for more money.
But don't you have a parking lot?
I have a whole lot. I have a lot in Convoy. It takes 100 cars.
Wow. How much is rent for something like that, man?
10,000
Jeez.
a month.
10 grand.
And utilities, 1,000. Advertising, 10,000. Advertising every month, $10,000. And that's one lot. I have another one in Vegas. I have two in Vegas. And I have this one here, which is the repairs, the wholesale. And I have two here actually. There's another one like right next door to the lot where you picked us up. And then I have the one in Convoy, which I was telling you about. And I have two in Vegas. And my uncle also has one here in Convoy, right on Balboa.
It must be good money because you guys still doing.
I mean, we've been in business 30 years, you know, thank God. But yeah, expenses, very high. Very, very high. When it comes to cars, very high expenses. And we do cheap cars, so you know, repairs are cheaper. My uncle, he does high-end cars. Mercedes, BMW, Audis, everything like that. Repairs for him are much more expensive.
Really?
Yeah. But he also has a bigger lot as well. You remember Jaguar San Diego?
No.
On Balboa Avenue. So they were a big
Okay.
lot too. His lot probably fits about 300 cars. But his
Wow.
rent is probably about $60,000
Jeez.
a month. So him minimum to break even, he has to sell 100 cars a month.
Jeez.
Minimum. Just to break even. Just opening doors. Actually, they did the whole expenses. Just to open the doors every single day and go to work cost them $100,000. Not even fixing the cars or anything like that, or problems with customers. It's $100,000
It's like
every month.
1.2 million, right? A little bit over $1 million
Yeah.
just as overhead. Dude, that's a lot.
And yeah, so that's why, I mean, people keep saying, oh, it's easy money, but it's also very expensive money. It costs you a lot of money just to work. Even here, even for me, my rent in Convoy, just the rent so far, 10,000 here, 10,000 in Vegas, and 5,000 in Spring Valley. That's $25,000 a month.
Rent alone.
Rent alone. Before expenses, before employees, before anything.
Wow.
Yeah,
But like, okay, so it's a lot of headaches and it's a lot of overhead. But like, why you keep working doing that because it's you think it's worth it probably, right?
I mean, you buy a car, we do the cheap cars. My uncle, he does more expensive cars.
Yeah.
He makes more. So he sells much more, but he makes less per car. He'll make $500,000 a car. You know, which is good. Alhamdulillah for 100 cars.
What do you mean $500,000?
No, 500 to 1,000.
It makes 500 to 1,000 in
Per car.
expensive car.
Yes.
Okay.
Plus, and then after that, he sells warranty and all that kind of stuff. That's where their money is. All warranties, gaps, hot products, that kind of stuff. For me, my cars are cheaper, but I make more on a per car. I buy one car, I sell it, I make $3,000. Right? Example. Profit.
Okay.
I sell 30 cars a month.
Okay.
That's on top of that's just profit. I mean, after expenses, after the cost of the car.
But is that you doing or is your dad doing?
My dad. I just drive and fix cars. That's it.
Cool. Yeah, so 30 times, dude, that's like 90,000 a month, isn't it? That's shit.
So then still you have how much expense, you know, and then you pay employees. Per car, I pay almost $1,000 to sell it. Before repairs. So say a car needs engine, transmission, all these little parts. There's a car I spent $1,000 on the other day just in parts before labor.
Okay.
So there's that.
You said $1,000 before labor?
Before labor, just in parts.
Wow.
And then there's cars that, you know, obviously you lose every once in a while. I have a Range Rover in the auction. I bought it for $9,000. I put it in the auction because it needs a transmission. It sold for $3,000.
So you bought the Range Rover for how much?
For $9,000.
9,000?
Yeah. And then I sold it for $3,000.
You sold it for 3,000.
So I lose $6,000 on that one car. You know how there's profit. I sold 2 cars just to make nothing pretty much. So I lost my profit on it.
Okay, so that's your dad business. You thinking about doing that for yourself?
I mean, it can't hurt, right? You know, I already have it. It's already here. I might as well keep it. But but I can at the same time open up something else too.
Yeah.
And go into another business and keep this one going by itself. Hire people to run this business, the car business. My cousin, for example, that's why he's here. I'm teaching him.
Cool.
One day he's gonna run my lot for me. And I go do whatever I can do, whatever I'm gonna do. You know?
Yeah,
I'm
that's
saying
nice.
to
It's
the lawyer
smart.
right now. 1 second, boss.
Sure.
They don't want. Yes. Okay. Did he give you the amounts? Okay, cool. Sounds good. No, leave it on your desk. Why? What time are you leaving? Oh, okay, yeah. I'll be back. Alright.
the engines, right? Like, cause how you do when you got a car that has a busted engine?
I gotta fix it.
Okay, do you fix the engine, or like for example, if you have it has to be rebuilt? You just buy a used engine and put it in, or you rebuild the engine?
It varies. Whichever one's the cheaper option. You know, if I can fix the engine for the same price I can change the engine, then I'll change it. If the engine rebuild costs as much as just buying a used engine before labor, then I just buy a used engine and just pay labor.
Okay.
You know, labor is not that much on changing an engine.
Okay.
Because I'm commercial, they give me very good discounts. But when the engine costs $5,000 used in the junkyard, then I go rebuild the engine for less.
Really?
Yeah.
And the engines become good, man? Because I heard that these new cars, to rebuild engine is very hard. It costs a lot of money to somebody that really know what they're doing rebuilding an engine.
I mean, yeah, obviously, but also sometimes it's a, you know, if you have a good mechanic who he can tell you exactly what parts are bad.
Yeah.
Like the other day, I had a Nissan Pathfinder 2016. It had very bad engine noise, right? The engine was bad.
Yes.
Engine on those cost $3,000. And used in the junkyard. He went, opened it, found the part it needed. I spent $500 on parts, and now the engine's good.
That's good.
And I sold it in the auction for faster money. I could have made more money selling it retail, you know, to